Hey guys, it's Serious Man Toby here, and today I want to upload a different kind of video, informational videos. This is something that I've been wanting to do on my channel actually since I've established my channel. That was actually one of the things I wanted to do, and I'm just now getting to it as I've gotten acquainted with YouTube and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't want to bore you with the details. Let's jump right into the video. The treasure tools of the Sage's Six Paths, or Six Paths Sacred Treasures, are five ninja tools that I regard as the strongest ninja tools in existence. Part of their namesake comes from the fact that they were actually once wielded by the Sage's Six Paths himself. Now, as to whether or not he created them, that remains to be unknown, as he once wielded them and it was never, ever, in any form or fashion, anywhere in the manga, anywhere in the anime, pointed out that he created them. Now, we can infer from the fact that he once wielded them that possibly he created them, as him wielding them could have been him simply testing the weapons he created out. That makes sense, right? So, I mean, there's that. Furthermore, the tools are so powerful that any ninja who's able to wield them is said to have enough power to surpass the five Kage. In fact, the most notable users of these weapons being the Gold and Silver brothers Kinkaku and Ginkaku wield the weapons and use them to ambush a peace treaty between the Hidden Cloud and Leaf. Furthermore, I want you to think of it like this. Kinkaku and Ginkaku, with the aid of the weapons, brought the second Raikage and the second Hokage to the edge of death. Severe injuries were inflicted upon both of them. Think of it like this. Kinkaku and Ginkaku ambushed them with, of course, you know they had great ninja behind them because they were meeting another village. They were trying to settle things down. You know they had great ninja behind them there just in case. But even still, these tools allotted them the power to bring them to the edge of death. That's just how powerful these tools are and what they can do when fully utilized. That's what I need you guys to understand. Anyways, the power the tools bring does not come without a cost, as the tools require an immense amount of chakra to wield them. Darui got his hands on the weapons in what was his counterattack against Kinkaku and Ginkaku in the anime, and upon using them, Darui quickly noticed the immense chakra requirement and said that the drain felt as if the tools were devouring his chakra and that he could bite the dust any minute. Inten also got her hands on one of the sacred tools, and even though she was very well versed in the art of using it, it still took a lot of chakra from her, and she actually passed out from its usage and had to have herself healed up back to form in order to survive. That's just how much of a toll these weapons can take on you. It's noted that regular humans cannot wield these weapons and if attempted bear the risk of even dying. Furthermore, Kinkaku and Ginkaku were only able to wield them because of the amount of chakra they already had prior to gaining the nine. These tools are passed down within the Cloud Village, although it's never specified how this tradition even came about, or even how the ninja tools ended up in the possession of the Hidden Cloud Village in the first place. So yeah. The first three weapons work around a set of conditions based on the word soul, which upon completion curses the victim. Now, to elaborate on this, basically the person's word soul is essentially their most used word. Upon saying this word, the gore will automatically suck them in and seal them. In addition to the person saying their most used word, saying a word pronounced the same but with similar meaning and not saying anything for a length of time will also trigger its sealing abilities. Although we are never, and should the person's most used word change prior to the sealing, only then would the process stop. The Golden Canopy Rope, Crimson Gourd, and Seven Star Sword all work dependent on this curse and the basic concept of the word soul. Speaking of which, the Golden Canopy Rope is a rope that draws out the word soul of whoever is touched by it. The word soul of the victim is drawn out forcefully unless the user decides to wait, where they can then force the word soul to come out on command, such as when Kinkaku utters the word squeeze them. Even though the rope wraps around the user, it does not draw out the user's word soul, and the aura of the rope is seen generating can expand and take the form of multiple ropes, giving it more range. From drawing out the word soul, the Seven Star Sword is then able to cut it. The Seven Star Sword is a sword that can then be used to sever the word soul, as I've already said, of those who have had theirs drawn out. The word also appears on the blade of the sword and even updates should the victim's most used word change. The Seven Star Sword also costs more chakra than any of the other sacred treasures, most likely since it is used to sever an actual soul. Now onto the Crimson Gourd, which can be used to take in a person's word soul that has been drawn out with the word record, thus satisfying conditions needed to curse the person. As you can see, rope plus sword plus gourd equals fun time for Kinkaku and Ginkaku. So yeah, you don't want to fuck with them. The Amber Purifying Pot is a pot that has the ability to seal just as the Crimson Gourd, with the difference being that it seals only if the potential victim responds to the wielder. Although this is subject to debate, as the third Raikage was shown to only need to form a seal in order to use its sealing capabilities to apprehend the Eight Tails and stop its rampages. The way that the Ember Purifying Pot works is that it records the voice of the person who responded to being called out and then seals them, unlike the Gourd, which seals based on a target saying their most used word. The Ember Purifying Pot's method of sealing, although similar, is far more advanced as less preparation is required. The Ember Purifying Pot could be argued to not be as powerful because the opponent could remain silent against its use while the curse forces you to keep speaking, leaving a chance that you may say your most used word or risk getting sucked in by the Gourd should you abstain from talking. The Crimson Gourd has only one method of escaping its sealing process, and it's one that I mentioned earlier, and that's if your most used word would change mid-sealing process like the instance shown in the anime with Darui, allowing you to escape. Outside of this, the Ember Purifying Pot and the Crimson Gourd have no other known methods of getting a person out once the person is sealed. I say known because Samui and Atsui, who were sealed, are shown to have been freed by some unknown circumstances. I would assume that Tenten's knowledge of ninja tools and Darui had been around them for his whole life, and having access to certain information only a Cloud Ninja would have is how Samui and Atsui were freed. The last of the tools is the Banana Palm Fan. This is more of an offensive-based tool as it can summon techniques based on any of the 5 basic chakra natures: fire, wind, earth, lightning, and water. And to do so, one must simply utter a command mentally or verbally. The fan, with a single sweep, can then create elemental chakra moves that are strong enough to rival that of a natural disaster. So, yeah, Hurricane Katrina in this bitch. So, yeah. And that, my friend, is the informational video for this week. Of course, drop your feedback. Give me tips if you didn't like the way something was done or the way something was said. All that is greatly appreciated. I read all the comments. And as far as for requesting certain things and whatnot, you can do that. I'm looking to possibly do one of these videos a week and on different animes in addition to Naruto, because I like Naruto, but I'd like to explore other animes like Hunter x Hunter, for example, and I don't know, maybe Fairy Tail, who knows. Again, if you want to suggest something, feel free to do so, and of course, drop in the comment section whether or not you think I did a good job and what I could improve on. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mysterious Man Toby, signing off.